Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review as well as some lip swatches of the brand new Urban Decay Vice Lip Bond liquid lip colors. So I've got 5 to share with you guys today. 4 I bought in the UK and 1 I picked up in Texas recently. We don't have the whole range in the UK, but I suppose it depends where you buy things from. Sometimes you can find things, but personally I just bought mine off the Urban Decay website. These retail at £19, so a little bit on the pricier side for liquid lipsticks, however standard in terms of Urban Decay's pricing. So these only came out in the UK in February, but they came out I think last year in the US and maybe other countries as well. So in that respect they're new to me. Now you guys know that I absolutely love liquid lipsticks. I wear them all the time, pretty much every day. Normal lipsticks, you're lucky if you even get a look in nowadays. I prefer to wear lipsticks that will last pretty much all day on my lips without requiring any kind of attention or touch-ups, and at the same time remain comfortable, don't flake, don't make my lips feel uncomfortable, and just look like they are freshly applied. Now these are the boxes that they come in. Outside shows you the shade that you are going to get with a load of marketing written all over it and instructions of how to use it and what it's supposed to do. Now before I get into the lip swatches, let me just do a quick review for you guys. Let's read what they have said about this product on their website. So it said, get fierce with 7 unbreakable glossy lipstick shades. This is from the UK website, so there are obviously more than 7 shades. Lip Bond gives intense color and instant shine with one swipe application. Comfortable to wear, this lipstick leaves your lips feeling moisturized while not budging under pressure. Comfort that commits, no flaking, cracking or fading. Liquid lipstick with a transfer resistant and food and water resistant formula to keep intense saturated color for up to 16 hours. Lightweight and comfortable, application does not feel sticky on the lips and remove best with an oil-based makeup remover. Vegan formula. So I'm going to have to pretty much agree with almost all of those claims. I don't want this to be a super long review, especially for those of you that have obviously already tried this, because it's not a new product per se. But let me just tell you one thing. £19 or $11.99 Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink. Oh, yep, that's right, you guys. This is basically the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink repackaged as Urban Decay's Lip Bond. Now, if you guys don't know this, Maybelline and Urban Decay are both owned by L'Oreal. That is the parent group that owns the company. Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Inks are definitely, in my personal opinion, as a makeup YouTuber and somebody who's been wearing makeup for a very long time now, I can hands down say they are one of the best liquid lipsticks on the market, if not the best in terms of quality, product and price, but also because of the fact that they literally do not come off the lips without obviously using some sort of oil-based makeup remover. Now what I love about the Maybelline ones as well as these, because they are exactly the same, I've looked at the ingredients, they're almost ditto copy. The only difference in the ingredients is when you come down to the shades. You don't have the same shades in the Urban Decay range as you do in the Maybelline one, so it's completely up to you. Obviously if you want a shade such as this, you can't get this with the Maybelline Vinyl Inks, but you can do with Urban Decay. So the same as the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Inks, to activate the color you do have to shake it, and you can hear the little clicky nail polish thing, whatever it's called, the little ball inside, as you combine the product inside, because it obviously separates and you need to mix it together in order for it to have that kind of longevity on the lips. Transfer resistant, yep. There's nothing there, if you can see. Nothing there. Food resistant, yep. Water resistant, yep. Color stays intense, saturated up to 16 hours, yep, it does. Lightweight and comfortable, yep. Application does not feel sticky on the lips. That's the only thing. Now, I've always found that with the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Inks, they do feel slightly tacky. You can see my lips slightly sticking together. Bear something in mind, that happens more so if you layer the liquid lipstick. Now, I've got fairly generous sized lips, and sometimes I do have to layer it more than once because I don't have actually enough on the brush itself. And the more you layer it, the more likely it is to get sticky. However, I'm not somebody who licks their lips often, so it doesn't actually bother me, but it may bother you guys. I just have to mention it. Lips feel moisturized while not budging under pressure. Yep, comfort that commits, no flaking, cracking or fading. completely 100%. Now, I'm not going to lie, I do give these a 10 out of 10. I do think that they are really, really good. However, it does slightly annoy me that these are exactly the same as the Maybellines. If you don't believe me, feel free to go and look up the ingredients yourself. You will see that only towards the end of the list the ingredients are different, but as I've already explained, that's down to the different colors that are used and therefore the different ingredients that have to be used as a result of that. Those cost a lot less. These are very expensive. You also have to shake to activate those. You also have to leave these on your lips once you've applied it for, I personally say, about 5 minutes. Try not to move your mouth too much. And when I say move your mouth, I mean don't eat anything, touch anything, drink anything. Let it dry down, and that is how you ensure that it doesn't come off and how it dries down nicely and then it remains lovely and glossy. Now, before I carry on with the review, like I said, I would rather show you some lip swatches in the first instance, just to let you guys know what it looks like against my brown skin tone. I've got yellow undertones, yellow golden undertones. Can't remember what shade I am in Urban Decay, 40YW or one of those shades. Anyway, just to give you guys a kind of idea, every single one of these shades matches my skin tone, but obviously you guys want to see what it looks like against my actual lips. Bear something in mind, and I always mention this when it comes to lip swatch videos. The color of your natural lip color is dependent on how the lipstick will show up on your lips. My natural lip color is that my top lip is purplish pink and my bottom lip is a little bit more purpley. If you've got brown skin tone, we've always got different colored lips. Some are very bright pink, some are more reddish, some are more purpley, some are more brown, but that is something that needs to be mentioned aside from skin color, because that is very important in how it will show up on your actual lips themselves. Done with the lip swatches, let me just mention one or two things. The vast majority of them you get one swipe intense coverage. The only one that I find that you don't is this one that I'm wearing right now, which is called Shock Value. Now, because this is a bright blue based pink, you will find that it doesn't apply evenly. As I drag it to one side, the other side looks darker, so I go back over that and then it drags and almost lifts. So I end up layering this 2-3 times unintentionally to get an even lip color. Once it's dried down and settled down, the color kind of disperses a little bit better, but that's just something to bear in mind. The rest of the colors, I have no issue with that happening. Another one is this shade here, which is called No Restraints, which is the deep lilac-y purple one. Yes, it does make your teeth look yellow, but that's the same with all lipsticks that are of this shade. It draws out the yellow in your teeth, irrespective of how white they actually are. No, it doesn't mean you don't brush your teeth. It's just something to bear in mind that this kind of shade does that when you wear lipstick. But in itself, it performs beautifully. Now, of course, I give these a 10 out of 10. I can't fault them. They are absolutely excellent. The only thing that I would say is that the Maybelline ones win slightly in that they do come off tiny bit throughout the day, and where I've noticed is when I'm drinking a cup of tea at work, I can see on the rim there is a slight line from the bottom of the lip. What you'll find is the bottom part is generally the bit that tends to fade first before the rest does. Now, obviously the glossiness remains as is, as long as you don't eat, drink, talk, move, or anything. So the glossiness, how it is when you first applied it, is not the same after 10 or 15 hours. It does still look a little bit glossy, but not as glossy, if that makes sense. So the gloss itself is actually what is protecting the color from coming off. As that comes off during the day, you will find that bits and pieces of the lipstick itself may come off and transfer onto other things, but the color will still remain. It'll still look fresh, it'll still look pigmented. You may want to touch it up a little bit, but that's completely up to you. Personally, I don't. I like the way that these fade. They fade marginally, bear in mind. When I'm using the term fade, I'm using that term very loosely, but just to give you guys an idea that, yeah, towards the end of the day, you may need to touch it up a little bit, but obviously that completely depends on how much you've been eating, drinking. Now, if you've been eating something oil-based, of course, the center will come off, but again, it's down to completely how you eat. You're gonna have one of those Lady in the Tramp moments of sucking spaghetti through your lips. Yeah, of course, it's gonna come off. But if you eat normally, you should generally be okay. What I have been using in this video for my lip swatches to take this off is the Nivea Double Effect Waterproof Eye Makeup Remover. One cotton round was enough to remove it from my top and bottom lips very, very easily. Don't scrub or use anything else because it is supposed to be resistant to water, which it actually is, and all you'll do is irritate your lips. So let's go back to, again, what they've said. So they said unbreakable color, intense and full color payoff that won't crack or feather, which is true. Until you get to the end of the day, you see a slight bit of feathering, but nothing that's going to be obvious to other people other than yourself. Unrestrained wear, transfer, smudge and water resistant for the free, rebellious and fun. Completely 100%. Uncompromised comfort, instant varnish finish, comfort and lightweight. Agree with all of that as well. Doesn't feel uncomfortable, anything like that. These are absolutely excellent, but again, bear in mind, if you want something cheaper, go for the Maybelline Super Stays. But if the color is really important to you more than anything, then go with the Urban Decay ones. Now, if I have to choose out of all 5 of the ones that I got as to which one is my favorite, it's probably this deep red shade here, which is called Unbreakable. Absolutely love this shade. Glossy, intense, in your face red. Love it. And I have really been loving the other ones as well. The more kind of terracotta orangey shades works really nicely against my skin tone, and it's great for summer. And obviously this bright pink one is because I'm wearing like a very bright pink color. The purple one probably won't use that much at all. Genuinely only specifically bought this color for the review. See, they even say apply and let dry. The longer it sets, the better it gets. That is the trick to using these. So if you have applied it, like I've already said, just carry on with what you're doing. Try not to open, close your mouth and that sort of thing. Don't try to drink anything, touch anything. What I generally tend to do is I apply it just before I'm leaving my house, get into my car, drive to work. My journey to work is literally like under 10 minutes. By the time I get to work, make myself a cup of tea, completely transfer resistant, nothing on my cup until the end of the day when I see a tiny little bit of residue, but then that's nothing to really worry yourself about. So that's it for my review of the brand new Urban Decay Vice Lip Bond liquid lip colors. Let me know what your thoughts are, if you've tried them, if you love them. I'm sure you will love them. But as an honest reviewer of makeup, I do have to let you guys know that there is something else on the market which is just as good and costs a little bit less. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, I hope you guys are fabulous, wonderful, beautiful and great. And I'll see you all in the next video.